All right, and I am live, and a very good evening to everybody. It is the 22nd of February 2021. Welcome to all of you. I do not believe that this is a leap year. Let me make sure I'm getting out the other side here. Okay, it looks like I am. Let me do a sound check. Any sound? Are we getting sound out that side? Are we getting sound? Can you guys hear me okay? Seems I'm having some type of sound issue with the computer tonight. You get you guys if you can hear me. Yeah, hello. Is my sound off? Doesn't seem like I'm getting through the sound is good. Okay, excelente. I don't know what's going. Oh, I see where it is. I see where the problem is. And good evening, Robert Mack, watching from Las Vegas. Brian Shimei, Lucky Beans, Penny Pincher. Good to see you, Pixie Dust, Lucky Beans, Jackie Blue. Thank you for your nice comment. Thank God you're family member's going to be okay there. Hi, Amelia. How are you? Quirky, the Tupac in the house. How you doing, Tupac? Good to see you. Hear you well. Okay, I can hear you. I still on the other side. We lost power for a split second today, and it shut everything down. And for some reason, it put the computer on mute here. So I'm glad to see everybody. A few things to talk about tonight. Before I get into what I call Elvis's perception problem this evening, I did have my second dose of vaccine today. Your sound is good. Hi, Lolly. How are you? Thanks again for your kindness. Shiloh Rose, Gertie, Misty Harvey, everybody else. Good to see you tonight. I'm not going to start a merry-go-round. It's been a busy day. I haven't hardly missed a beat. I feel a little funky with having gotten the second dose of the vaccine. Let me put this back up here on the yeah, let me get that back up there on that. I'm doing a little better. I'm glad to hear that, Tupac. Thoughts and prayers with you. Ace, how are you tonight? I'm feeling a little funky tonight. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My arm is very swollen at this point in time, but remember, the first dose of COVID-19 vaccine is the training wheels, and the second one has triple, boom, the amount of juicy ingredients, shall we say, as the first one. I haven't keeled over. They do make you go in, you take your vaccine passport card, you present that, proving that you've had your first dose. I had to have an appointment that was set back on the 25th of, hi Robert, set back on the, hey Canadian girlie, hey Vanessa, it was set back on the 25th of January. So that's one reason I had to come back from Vegas, and I had something I had to do. Just have just a little pain. I have swelling in the upper arm here, but other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. I was feeling good enough. Hey, Monkey Boy, I was feeling good enough to go outside today and do some repair work on the lawnmower. And if you haven't seen that, I do have another channel called the Rosie Murphy channel, and I did what I call a hillbilly repair project today, so you may be interested in checking that out. That is cheap repairs done on the fly, but repairs done right. That, well, in this case, it probably didn't even cost 1 cent for that to repair. They do give you a passport. Hi, Blackhearted. Good to see you. Hey, Space Ace. What's going on? How you doing? Good to see you. I was enjoying kicking back a little bit. I'm in the middle of just started at the front end of redoing the surrounds on the JBL speakers, and it's very challenging. So I was listening to Colleen's hangout. I don't have Facebook myself, and it just was very disturbing for me to hear the things that I heard. And I do appreciate her doing the hangouts and things. And we'll get that in a couple minutes. Sending positive thoughts. So no more late nights for you, Quirky, huh? My friend got that, and she said the same about this. Had a bit of swelling and rash with it, but it was fine after a day. So I think I'm not having any flu-like symptoms. I'm feeling a little bit draggy, but we don't know if that dragginess has to do with the fact that I had an extended drive home from Vegas yesterday and was held up for an hour getting around a horrific wreck that totally closed off all northbound lanes of I-5. I don't know how long it was going to take to get that cleared, but that extended the trip a lot yesterday. That extra hour. So anytime you're driving 9 or 10 hours, you're going to feel a little fatigued the next day. Okay, it's just the nature of the beast. Late nights. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. You getting your sleep pattern back. Is your last name Kelly? Or I've two last names I use for Irish names. There's the other channel. And if you would sub that up, that would be great. Nice to see you, Jen. Yeah, people are staying up late. I am Mars tonight. You want to join me? I am at Mars tonight. Are you watching the rover or whatever? That's how long does it take a message to get out there? A minute or two? I don't know. I don't know how long it takes. Now, at 5 minutes, we're going to have a Streamlab issue as usual. Just refresh your connection. Just hit, I don't know whether it's F6 or F8, it'll just refresh your connection. I don't know. It's something that Streamlabs has some type of problem on that. Now, I'm feeling pretty good. Am I glad that I got the vaccine done? I've had a lot of people message me and ask me today, are you glad that you got it done? Well, honestly, I wouldn't have stepped up to get it done if I didn't have full faith and confidence. My own personal opinion, and I've heard a lot of people express opinions to the contrary on that, which I totally respect. Make an informed decision and then decide accordingly. Okay, there weren't that many people around today, but we are beginning to vaccinate the 65 and older crowd. They're on a live premiere. 10:55. Where am I? Good evening, Joey D. Good to see you. Hey, P2E. Good to see you too. So do make your own decision. Make an informed decision. Um, as I've expressed many times over the last year, I'm a big believer in epidemiology and the whole process of vaccination, giving you a tiny bit of something to elicit a response, an immune response. So when the body sees that again, it goes into an automatic, response mode and defense mode, and on the offense. On that, you're moving to Colorado in November. Awesome, because so I can travel international. I got my vaccine passport. They will give you a card. They will also mail you or text message you a link where you can download and save a copy of your vaccine passport that you can have on your phone. Because let's face it, people will lose paper things. But if you get the download that official document that'll come after your vaccination appointment, you can archive that or something in your Gmail so it'll never really get lost, and you can pull that out if need be. I folded the vaccine card and I put it into my wallet. Look up in the chat, please. What am I looking up in the chat for? Space. Let's see. Look up in the chat. Something you put down, space. Hi to P2E. Hello, Jody. Good to see you. I guess I've scrolled up as far as I can possibly scroll, and I apologize for missing that. Hello, Noreen. Good to see you. Did anyone else get their state stimulus? California is supposed to be providing one, but I don't particularly know if I'm going to be eligible for that. It's still kind of being hammered out. Do make an informed decision about it though, and decide accordingly what you want to do. The numbers are dropping. I mean, wearing masks is definitely a help. There is some type of herd immunity being achieved here, but it is, hi Lisa, long time no see, it is a race between mutations and the speed at which this virus mutates, and the vaccination program that is out there. Got the being glad you're feeling overall. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Thank you, Space. Sorry, I don't always catch the side chat. Hi, Patsy. Good to see you. The guys, Rosie fans are. I got a very good crew of people here. The Dean Martin video I turned my friend on to is up to nearly 1 million views. Woo! There we go. Which one is it? Do 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 do. Ain't that a kick in the head? Long time no see. Liz been busy. After the flooring, you're going to travel anywhere now that you've been vaccinated. I believe that as soon as I get notification that about Hawaii, they're still deciding whether somebody, they're still scientifically looking at whether someone who has been fully vaccinated can still be a carrier of the virus. So until that question is settled once and for all by the CDC, I'm still going to stay pretty localized here within California and Nevada. There has been some talk. I did talk to Chris today, Rich Life of Road Trips. He did express a potential interest in coming out here to California, which is fine. He knows that I'll be traveling too, and as long as things fit together, okay, that's okay with me. My boyfriend is on the way. Oh, quirky girl, really? Camp car. Yeah, this is just my working togs today. I was just out there doing a lawnmower job and doing that repair video for the Rosie Murphy channel. As I mentioned in the beginning, I am in the process of trying to foam the surrounds on the JBL speakers. It's kind of a daunting, it's a real precision project to be done, but I hope to pull that off. So, and there is the great Janet Fields, well in the midst of all of that work being done down there. So it just depends. We've now given something on the order of what, 25 to something on the order of 25 to 50 million, whatever, 25 to 35 million vaccinations so far of the Moderna and the Pfizer. And we've had very little of what I call remarkable reactions. And I can tell you from medicine, having been around clinics for a lot of years, it's a law of large numbers. You're always going to have 1% of something or whatever it is that people are going to have a reaction to any particular vaccine, whether it's the measles, mumps, and rubella, whether it's the varicella, the chicken pox, whether it's the IPV, the inactivated polio. You're going to always have some people, hey Vern, some people that are always going to have some type of reaction to that. But I haven't really seen too much in the way of negativity that makes me pretty happy. It makes me pretty happy. Well, thank you very much. Cute Kitty Kitty says, enjoyed your lawnmower video. Thank you. It's been a while since we did a hillbilly repair shop project, and it is a playlist over on the Rosie Murphy channel. Trump was right. Joe Biden raised the gas prices so high. Liz, I don't know. I don't want to make this an economics thing, but I will say this. Under Trump, when all of this stuff, and this is in no way to disparage the former president, because as you guys know, I try to stay very apolitical on my channel. I don't like to, I'm a very moderate person. I'm right in the middle. There's things about the Democratic Party I like. There's things about the Republican Party I like. There's things about the Democrat Party I don't like. There's things about the Republican Party I don't like. Politics is politics is politics. We're just entering an era of potentially more radical politics on the left. Now, some people would say we've had radical right politics for a lot of years, but I do not expect, do not expect me to take sides on this type of thing. But I will say this. When you have had the infusion of money into this economy through injections through the Federal Reserve System, monetization of debt by the Federal Reserve and the Treasury to this extent that our money supply has exploded. What's actually happening, Liz, is the purchasing power of your money, your US dollars, is declining. And furthermore, interest rates are beginning to rise. And as I said last night, when the big money starts to sense that the best days of low interest rates are behind, they're going to head for the hills like they got shot with some pepper shot in the ass. They're going to be taking off, and their butts are going to be smoking. Okay, and it could be a very rough ride out from here for equities thrive in a very low interest rate environment. But point I'm saying is, look at copper prices now. How many of you look at copper prices? Look at soybean prices, 14 some dollars a bushel. They were $6 a bushel back in 6 something a bushel in April. Inflation is here, so of course you're going to see that reflected in gasoline. Do I think that's attributable to Biden? No, I don't. I think it's a consequence of pulling our country out of a very dire short-term situation where there was an almost instantaneous collapse of demand for services and all kinds of things when the pandemic forced a lot of people for shelter in place. A lot of people, I don't know, in March, April, what do we have? 14 million people out of work or just like that. I mean, it was crazy. I'd like the housing market to collapse any chance. Kitten Cat's not on the Napoleon, whatever. I don't know what the guy. How to win friends and influence people. Right? Imagine going to a cocktail party, and you're Kitten Cat. And you start talking about investing. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. $1.99 from Liz. And you start talking about investments. And there's Kitty Cat with that dry martini in the hand. Well, I'm just kind of hoping that the housing market collapses. It'd be like when E.F. Hutton talks, everybody listen. You probably hear a pin drop for a minute in the. You tell me, Kitten Cat, when rising interest rates start to pinch demand, which they will, and creditworthiness starts to get called into question, it's almost inevitable that it'll be nicked. Will it be a full on? I have no idea at all. But I suspect that the era of cheap money is probably coming to an end, and the Fed is going to have to do some ugly things with interest rates and things to slow down the galloping commodity markets and things like that. So I don't want the price. I don't want dirty lettuce. Easy. I don't want the price to drop. That's not me. Woo! I'm innocent. What's up, Steve? See, how you doing? I'm innocent. I'm innocent of that. All right. I'm not wishing anything on anybody except everybody be happy, healthy, and in a little bit of pain like I am tonight with this vaccine. Maybe it's making me a little giddy. I don't know. No problem, Kitten Cat. You're allowed. You're allowed. I don't know if you're going to be the prime guest at upbeat parties. You could be kind of a mood killer at the party with. But it's beautiful. Please help out little people and keep super chats off. Well, Bella Boo, thank you very much, honey. It was off for the better part of almost 2 months here. So for the little people out there, I think I do a pretty good job of governing what comes into this channel. Okay. And Bella Boo, since you're concerned about the little people, you should relish the fact that I don't have a Patreon, although I support some Patreons on YouTube. I don't have Patreon, thus saving the little people some money. I don't have channel memberships, thus saving the little people some money. Everything here is totally and completely voluntary and always will be. I will never have memberships on the channel. I will never have Patreons on the channel, okay? It's not my thing. I like a flat channel where what was the song? We are family. Ooh, you got your hands all over me, right? I mean, that's a good thing. That's a good thing to do. I don't know why Camp Goer 1 was hidden. She's, let me see, unless that's a fake one. Let me check that. Oh, she was saving. Well, yeah, please don't hide her. Thank you, Lucky Beans. I appreciate that. Yeah, Camp Goer's been a great. Yeah, the Pointer Sisters. I'm so excited. I'm on the soapbox again. What's up, Skunk Ape? How you doing? Yeah, we're having a few laughs and tickling a few fancies tonight. No problem. Camp Goer is good. I'm a communist. Is that what I am now? A communist, equal misery for all. You think I'm an advocate for communism? I'm an advocate for free markets, okay? The less government, the best government, okay? I'm hardly an advocate for communism. Why? Because I lived in China for 5 years, and before China took off, it was still the dark, bleak days of 15-watt light bulbs burning in apartment block units that looked like something you would see out of the worst low-income projects of the 1950s in the United States. I know what communism is. I've seen communism up close. Okay. I'm not a communist when I say I just want to have a flat channel here on YouTube. So glad you didn't suffer. Well, we'll see what tomorrow brings on. But Patricia, thank you for your wonderful message today to me. It was very appreciated. I am an early vaccinee as far as YouTube is concerned. So there were a lot of people that are very curious about how the process has gone and how I'm bearing up under the second dose. So I'm happy to share that with you. Nothing is worse than Baltimore. Pop me with a pin, I may fly across the room. Boy, that's worrisome, quirky girl. If the gas prices are too screaming this summer when I take a trip, aren't too screaming? Yeah, I don't know. We'll meet. Well, we'll have to see. It's a world market. What's up, kitten cat? Octopus every day under communist. Is that true? I love the problem with that kitten cat is I love octopus. I love taco, sushi, Tako. I love the little orange squids, the little ones that you see in the plastic wraps in the Asian markets. To me, it would be like a little bit of heaven. Let me tell you, in those days, in the early 90s, just after Deng Xiaoping said, black cat, white cat, what does it matter? As long as it catches the mice. And then we were off to the races with the opening up of China. Everybody they had their ration cards and things, and everybody was in a work unit. And I used to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. There would be the Chinese national anthem and then an inspirational message over the loudspeaker from Mao Tongzhi. Chairman Mao would come on and give, Comrade Mao would come on and give I know communism, okay? I know. Okay, Robert, you take care. I paid 305. Probably around here it's about 340 a gallon right now. Thank you, Robbie. I was working outside. Hi, Vicky. How are you? Good to see you tonight. Now, I did expect to maybe tomorrow or Wednesday be gone down to the Boston Janus for part two of the flooring project that I have been engaged in. And I just want to say, as with all contractors that you use, painting maybe was the exception. They were in and out in 2 days or something like that. The painters painted the whole house in 2 days. Primed and painted. tall guys, or you start climbing up the ladder of skill. And I don't know if the boss and janitor are used to the regular flow of contractors. They come in and give you a good first day or so, and then they effing disappear. You don't see them. You don't see them for a while because they're out giving somebody else a good first day. Okay, it's like all contractors. You see them hot and heavy that first day, then they got half your money or whatever, and then they'll be back when they get back to finish the job. So my Vince Russo branded coffee comes in tomorrow. Well, I hope so. Hey, sexy Slims. Sexy Slims, how you doing? So I'm not quite sure when I'm going to go down. Of course, that tile has to be grouted and everything else before we can walk on it. Can Rosie tell? Can tell Rosie been eating carbs again? Listen to Skunk Ape. Can tell Rosie been eating carbs again. Way more energy in the stream, not near as dull. Well, thank you, Skunk Ape. God, you made my night tonight. Thank you. Made my night tonight. I tried to stay away from Dollsville. Hello, Jeffrey Perez. Thank you for your update, Jeffrey, and I'm glad that you are doing better. I can't wait to see you in action at the Boston Janice. Hey, Ms. Aloha. We will have a, I don't know if that's Colleen or not. I'm not sure if that's, I don't have Colleen Aloha blocked on the channel. It's like pulling teeth. And nowadays it's very difficult to get this. So I don't know. It might be Thursday. It might be Sunday before I go down there. But I am going to, thank you, Andrew. I'm going to keep myself plenty engaged with projects around here. I have the JBL speakers here that I've started to refoam them because they're cracking the surround. In the dry California humidity, they're cracking and they need to be replaced. You like the Naked City Chooch? Was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that a lot. I don't know why, Colleen. I will take care of that. I will ask Jen. I'm going to ask my moderator to please get a link to your channel and just text that to me, text message or Gmail, so that I can go through and unblock you on there, because I did enjoy, it's not often, you haven't been live that often until recently, and I had a break in the action tonight to sit back and listen to the commentary. So Colleen, we'll get that straightened out, whatever the hell, I don't know how in the hell you got blocked here, but we'll get that straightened out. Sometimes friendly fire takes some stuff out. I don't know. It is a contractor nightmare now because skilled people are drying up, the numbers of skilled people out there, and prices are rising accordingly for the work to be done. Lots of work going on around here. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine a tile setter's like gold these days? Right? And every plumber south of the Mason-Dixon line is making a beeline for Texas because they're getting double the rates down there for doing replacing busted water pipes and gas water heaters and things that have been destroyed and all that. So you can't really blame me. How do you read these comments? I guess a long time of reading them. All right. And pretty good damn vision. Hi, Melissa. How are you? How are you? Good to see you. Thank you, Jen. Jen will send me the link to that channel, and I will get that unblocked, because we, we're fellow travelers on this, and I was very disappointed to hear the hangout, because I thought I was a very moderate in my delivery this morning, but I was greatly offended, and I guess we might as well just tear into this now. Well, I've been greatly offended by him for quite a few years now, and of course Elvis has been very, even when being a friend, sometimes you say, "Oh no, I can't believe you just said that," or just crazy stuff. But you try to be a friend. But let's dispel a few myths that were on. Colleen was listening, I guess. I don't have Facebook. Okay, and I don't have Twitter, so I have very limited social media. outlets, and that's by design. Okay, that's kind of the way that I like to travel. But I do catch snippets when Colleen goes live because let's face it, I think that she's entertaining. She's got a mouthpiece on her. As a lot of Californians do. She's got a mouthpiece on her, and she lives in a very interesting place. She did a nice upload today, the bay over there on the Big Island. And a lot of things are starting to pop loose on YouTube. Thank you, Colleen. A lot of things are popping loose on YouTube finally. Maybe the freeze is thawing or whatever, or people are excited about the pandemic. But there's a little bit of an energy returning, Skunk Ape, to YouTube. But I was awful disappointed to hear that there was some confusion in this guy as to why I would be talking about him today. And sometimes I feel like just taking my head, putting my hand beside it, and from about 15 feet away, just going as fast as I can to ram my head into the sheetrock on the walls here. Because I can't believe somebody can be that obtuse not to even understand that for the better part of, what has it been, 1 year? 1 year? Yeah, we're probably coming up to 1 year. I hardly mentioned this guy at all. Despite the fact he went ranting on me almost on the daily. Okay, and did some very horrible things to me. He triggered a lot of people to go after my family, which has been gone after for a lot of years on here. And claim, well, I don't know what other people do or whatever. Well, I do. Okay? I know what happens. And I know what they had to endure because of a lot of your nonsense for having you at this property and things like that. They've had to put up with a lot of crap. Okay? Let's just say they're pretty much immunized too now to a lot of the nonsense that occurs on here. But, you know, I pretty much, and I think, hey, Brad, I think my side chat will agree that I held my tongue remarkably well through that whole period. The pain of sitting there and watching he and his sister Janet, who was friendly with me, riding down the street and making fun of me. It's a bitter pill to swallow. And you want to talk about leaving family out of it and things like that, and basically destroyed my friendship with Narce, okay? Because of all the things that came down over the last year. And still through all that, I didn't go live and tit for tat response. I didn't even raise an eyebrow really until August when the Super Striker event happened, and had the audacity to use one of my own live streams in Milwaukee, where anybody with an ounce of sense in their head would have known that's not my material, despite what YouTube computers think it is. That was Rosie's live stream. And go ahead and strike that, and then create other multiple channels to try to dish out additional strikes so that I'm terminated. Hey, at that point, right? That's what we call first blood, right? Remember the Rambo movie, First Blood, where you drew first blood or whatever the hell it was. Okay? Not me. But August 22nd is a day that will live in infamy for me, okay? And I don't forget that, but I move on in life, okay? And then we fast forward to the other night, and I'm sent a clip of, I'm down in Las Vegas, and I'm being discussed as same old, wash, rinse, and repeat with the same people, Mr. Z, and Monkey Boy content. I'm being questioned about my subscriber numbers, which I've never had to buy a sub number. But what he fails to realize is that I have the ultimate variety channel. People that watch moonshine videos don't come into these live streams. People that watch metal detecting videos don't watch moonshining videos. People that watch baking videos don't watch videos that have to do with audio and audio projects. All of my stuff is geared to select audiences, and it's helped me build the biggest numbers on Boyd in terms of 20 million views. Yes, there were 8 million views that were removed by me, but YouTube still tabulates the total lifetime views on the channel, and I'm proud of that. So if you don't see, 500, 600 people in a live stream, well, there's a good damn reason for that. This appeals to maybe 10% of my base. Meanwhile, while I'm chatting and blabbing away, I'm getting 7 to 10,000 views per day, whether I upload anything or not. Because my library is so extensive back there that people are just in there all day long. Imagine, anywhere from 7,000 to 10,000 views per day and sometimes more. Just for just nothing. Okay, that's the hidden secret. Plus, you would have to be an absolute idiot to buy subs. It's a vanity thing. What's the point? They're not going to watch your videos. But I know darn well somebody bought you 1,000 subs last September when your channel was dead in the water. And you admitted that they did. I've never had to do that, but you know why? Because you risk YouTube terminating you. If their algorithm goes in there and senses, whoa, that's weird. That's 3 or 4 standard deviations away from the norm. How in the hell? No video got more attention. There's no space girl from Planet X to get 80,000 views. No, we don't see anything out of the ordinary here. The alarm bells go off. You would have to be insane to reach the point that I've reached and do something so stupid for vanity as to do something like buy subs. It's as pointless as buying views. It tends to be a vanity thing that I've never cared about. Okay, you're the one that comes on the daily and is totally obsessed with views. How many people I got watching now? Right? How many views did I get on this? How many views did I get on that? And then when I hear on Colleen, the Facebook via Colleen Hangout, yeah, I get a little miffed. Because I think to myself, you can't even get it through your thick skull that once again you drew first blood. I wasn't talking about you 2 days ago. I wasn't talking about your boring wash, rinse, repeat content down in Florida where you go to the same places, you go to the same restaurants, you go to the same beaches, you do the same thing year in and year out. Wash, rinse, repeat. You're not a nomad. You're no different than somebody that's in a sticks and bricks house in Florida. And that's the bottom line. Okay? Yeah, you're the flavor of the month because you're trying to mount this comeback. And I honestly spoke this morning that I don't give a flying F. I'm not the kind of person to rain on somebody else's parade, but don't be mistaken, there's a lot of other people that will. And speaking of family too, I haven't had that family member you talk about in my chat for over a year and a half. I don't do that stuff with people's images and things like that because my family's images have been used all over YouTube and everywhere and harass the living hell out of them, mainly because of hanging around you. Okay, and doing the work I did. There was a lot of sacrifice on the back end that I never really shared on YouTube before. Okay, and it wasn't just a solo effort. There were some people that went through hell. Why? To try to be a friend to you. And then to hear, when I'm down in Vegas having a good time and you're discussing my numbers and others, big deal, man. And then you claim you don't watch. Well, how do you know what I was doing? How do you know who was with me in Vegas? Are you psychic? Hello, Sister Cleo's psychic line. Let's just be honest, man. You watch my stuff every single day. All right, let's be real about it. All right, I don't comment on you, you comment on me. And it really stunned me in hearing your little soliloquy tonight that you had, it was like out of the blue. Oh my God, Rosie's just commenting on my Facebook stuff out of the blue. We don't share the same social media platforms. We don't have the same subscribers. I'm not going to disrespect the subscribers that are over there. I'm going to respect them. But I'm telling you, yeah, I have a different group of subscribers over here. I have a different outlook on life. And it's not germane to me. It's not important to me whether you give the stamp of approval on my life or not. It's insignificant to me because whatever you can say about my life, I can say triple about yours. I don't have to come on here every night and beat the drum of 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever you can give. Okay? I believe in the voluntary aspects of it. They don't need to be trained like seals to jump for a couple fish for your channel. They're sure as hell not going to do it for mine. Okay, and that's the bottom line on that. So I'm here once again to set you straight. Yeah, I don't bear any ill will. The lies that you spin, the untruths that you state, but your path through YouTube is proof positive that you don't have an ability to maintain friendships, and that should be a point of concern for you. It would sure be a point of concern to me. Isn't it amazing that after all these years, I'm still friends with the boss and Janet, still friends with Bobby, still friends with Missy Jen, another person you tried to drive a wedge between us and failed miserably, of course. Why? Because they know the kind of person that I am. I'm a person that's worth keeping as a friend. I'm a person that, yeah, there have been times I've haven't been the best I can be with friendships, but at least in 2021, I made it one of my goals to be front and center when somebody needed something. I was going to be there for them. And I'll tell you once again, looking back at the stream of your years, I can't think of anything that you did. Well, I did think of something else today. I gave you credit for cutting about 75 square feet of lawn, but I neglected that you also fed feral cats on the streets of Chicago. And you also reached into your change compartment on the Lisa Marie and gave some guy that was a member of Jews for Christ or something like that a little bit of pocket change. Okay. Other than that, I'm open. I mean, it's hit me with your best shot. If I miss something, tell me. So my point tonight is don't make up stuff that's not true. Don't sit there and use me for content. Don't sit there and comment on my channel and what I do and then pretend that out of the blue, you got no idea what's. Oh, shit, we just got hit with an asteroid from Mars. Really? Boy, that came out of the blue. I mean, are you that obtuse that you can't even remember what you said the night or the day before on the stream? When you start to decide to criticize my content, if anything, I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. That hurt. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back for being as restrained as I was the last year. Okay? And the things that I endured, the things that were done to me, and the small, dribbling little things that you had to complain about didn't amount to a hill of beans. I don't expect the pathway will be different in the future. But I'm saying if you're going to talk about me, at least speak truthfully about it. You know, I was sent a clip from Steve C's channel where somebody clipped out a 2-minute segment. I don't need you commenting on my stuff. But the fact that you do comment, it tells me, it gives a lie to the fact that you claim you don't watch my material. I've had very few people who have unsubbed me over the years, and I don't think that you would be one of them either. Because I'm a watchable person, I'm always doing different things here, and I'm not a person that brags about things because at the end of the day, I'm in the bottom of YouTube, okay? And we ain't ever getting out. And I don't have the expectations. Thank you, Kitten Cat. $2 from Kitten Cat. Thank you. I don't know how things are going to turn out, but I would suggest that you start tacking with the wind instead of against the wind because you're tacking in a direction that I don't think is favorable. And you can have all of the bluster and bully and boo. It's in YouTube's hands and God's hands, and keep blaspheming with God. Okay, that's really good. That's really rich. I can't really think. I put you sort of on a par. Thank you, Kitten Cat. I put you on sort of a par, and thank you, Lisa, with the preacher ministers, some of the rotten ones that populated TV over the years, using God to separate the flock, to fleece the flock from their money. Okay. And I have always found that super offensive. Okay. And I'm not going to lie about that. All right. Uh, in my opinion, you made a mockery of YouTube over the years. You were everything that YouTube stood against: bullying, harassment of others, person that gave a lot of rise to the anti-e-beggar sentiment that populates YouTube to this day. Because of the unrestrained, hey Kiwana, because of the unrestrained drum banging for money, to the point where people know, do you come on to make content or is this just an ATM machine? I don't know. We'll let you guys vote on the side of it. To me, it degrades the intelligence of the audience. It's treating us like we're, country bumpkins in some third world church with, somebody raising money for some kind of scam or something like that. Okay, by threatening the bones will rise out of the grave or something. Yeah, I get very offended. So I guess I had to conclude that it was just another ploy for attention. There was nothing genuine about it. And don't insult my intelligence and pretend that you don't hate my guts. Okay? I'm just going to put it out there. All right? Whatever I am, I don't play the flim flam game. Remember, because I've been well trained by the dirtiest player in the game about the realities of how to slide by on YouTube. So I'm not going to delude myself. Okay? So many things that I heard on that live stream via Colleen Aloha's channel tonight were just outright lies. People that have supposedly been in my side chat haven't been in there in a year and a half. This thing, the other thing. Thank you, Marie. Thank you. I appreciate that. 10 pounds from Marie. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's the way YouTube should be. People know what to do. They know what their heart tells them to do. And they don't have to be kicked in the head to do things. But I'm not going to go forward like a fool and swallow any line from the dirtiest player in the game. So you can consider this kind of a second issued warning here from me. Don't talk about me. Don't talk about my content. Don't talk about the number of subscribers, because I built something substantial that you could never achieve. And that always irked you right to your core, that no matter how hard you tried, you were always somewhere way behind. And I don't know whether it offended the Middle Eastern pride, the narcissism, the whatever, the racial superiority feeling. But I've always gotten that sense from you that quite the opposite of me, and anybody will tell you on here that I applaud success. I enjoy when people do well. You know, when Chris calls me, he's all excited. Yeah, I got 5,000 views on this. You think my heart is sad? I'm jumping for joy. Or other people tell me, well, I just got this, and Carolyn to be free lets me know, wow, I uploaded a video of a dog and I've got over 600,000 views. I'm going viral. Do you think I'm like burning up inside? I'm thinking to myself, it's nice to know somebody that succeeds around this place and does well. We should all applaud success and hold those people up and model what they do. Should not be jealous of them. Should not care. To me, the best gauge, the best judgment of YouTube is if I still get up every day and I feel like doing it after 7 years of every single day, except for one day in 2013 and a couple days when my dad passed away. I've been here every single day, no matter where I am uploading. Did I do it for the money? Did the money keep me motivated in years 1, 2, 3 when there wasn't a pot to piss in, there wasn't super chat, there wasn't memberships? I still showed up on the daily. Why? Because I had a blast and because I'm a very social person. That's what drives me. And all the toing and froing on your part about I'm never coming back again, and this platform sucks, and YouTube's business model is lousy, and here's a guy who still has no idea why he was termed out, right? I mean, it's just like it's like some alternate universe where every damn thing is ass backwards, right? I don't know. But I'm just saying, you better think long and hard. And yeah, I would just say, leave me out of your mouth. Do not talk about me. Don't talk about my content. Don't talk about the people that I hang with. Because the remarkable thing about the people I hang with is they're here year in, year out, year after year after year. It's called loyalty. Where's your loyal friends? One guy on the phone, 401k Ray, right? Other than that, I don't know. Temporary pals like Chris Diamond, whatever we can use, free barbecue, free feed, or whatever. Thank you, Mark Dodge. Yeah, that's right. I'm not a fool when it comes to seeing things, and it takes work and it takes caring for friendships. I lost friendship with Nicole for a period of time. For about 4 or 5 months. Again, you were at the heart of what drove that loss. Trying to stand up for you and trying to keep two people from fighting. But that was quite costly and emotional for me. But I thought enough about Nicole and our over 7 year friendship as one of my earliest friends, probably my first real good friend on YouTube, that I reached out to her in 2021 and apologized and said, I want to make this stuff right because I care about you. And you meant a lot to me, and you still mean a lot to me. And I still watch your stuff whenever you put it up. You can put the toothpaste back in the tube if you care. You can repair the friendships that you damaged, but when you have no ability to look outside of yourself, when your whole world is just this infantile selfism and this lack of desire to crawl out of your psychological playpen, you'll have the life that you have, and you'll grow old one day and be alone and be wondering what the hell happened. What happened to all the friends that I burned on the way? Uh, you're wasting too much time on it already. What does that mean, C. Robbins? I've got a message to talk about here, and I'm going to speak my piece. Okay, because I don't need to hear my name bandied around in some ridiculous rant. When once again, he's the one that draws first blood. He's the one that can't keep me out of his mouth. He's the one that can't help but insult me and insult my channel because of what? Outright jealousy. Okay, there, I said it. And it's pretty sad when you got to be jealous about an old blown out, old worn out channel that's still crawling along on the daily. The reason be, I still have fun every single damn day that I'm doing it, and that's the bottom line. So, I already talked about it at the beginning, Skunk Ape. You can't turn a pickle back into a cucumber. I don't know. I'm not sure. Now I know my friend Brad Silverdog has. Just when I was coming live, I saw that he had popped a video up, and Brad Silverdog is what we call a truth teller in here. He's not going to put out things that aren't factually correct. And the one time that he did, he made a comment about my subs or something like that. And then somebody had contacted him and said, well, you're looking at the wrong methodology, whatever. You know, this is a stand-up guy. He comes out, he cranks out a video, says, I was wrong, I made a mistake of doing that. Wow. That's a stand-up guy. And you can believe if it comes out of his mouth, it's the truth. Okay. I'm not the one, I'm not going to be gaslighted. That seems to be the term for 2021. I'm not going to be gaslighted about the stuff that you do. Because there's truth tellers on the ground that lay it out there for other people can say it too and put it out there. You can call him a troll. You can call him whatever the hell you want, but I bet you wish you had his life. I wish I had his life. Okay. But truth tellers are people to be valued in this community, and especially stand-up people like Brad, that when they make a mistake, man, they can't get to the computer, they can't get to the microphone fast enough to set the record straight. Man, if you can't admire somebody like that around here, you know, one of the in a sea of kind of sludge, once in a while there's a little pearl down there on the bottom. It's just a question of who has the guts to dive down and try to pluck it out down there. He's a truth teller. Okay. So what you might be calling a troll is someone that does not have a propensity to lie and tell half truths and things that aren't true. It's usually going to be in your own words. Okay. And I just want to leave it on that. One final time, leave my name out of your mouth, leave my content out of your mouth, leave my friends out of your mouth, and cease your speculations on what's been done on my channel, frauds that you believe that I've committed, when you yourself in closing have violated every single term and condition of YouTube just by your being here. Much less last July and August. And I remember I was talking at that time, guys. Remember what I called it? Napoleon's 100 Days, right? Coming back with the new channel. I remember calling the hangout the 100 Days. And then Napoleon was exiled off to St. Helena down in the South Atlantic, and the rest was history. Well, I hit the nail on the head then. Hit the nail totally on the head with that one. And it's all, the course is so predictable. But I'm not the kind of person to I'm a very understanding, I'm a very forgiving person, but I do, and I have a lot of patience, but there's limits to my patience. And I would suggest that you check out Silver Dog's vid and anybody else, and go listen to your hangout of the 19th or 20th. where you're talking about me. You wonder why I talk about you? Because you talk about me. All right, who is who? Just thinking, I don't know. You're using too big, too big of words. You need to do a video like that. I hear it. So I guess I just wanted to get this off my chest tonight. I'm feeling a lot of pain in my arm. I have a lot of big time swelling here today, but I'm still glad that I got the vaccine done. A girl and a playboy, you get two in one. I was waking up to a Brad video. It always makes me laugh. I enjoy it. I've been featured not the best light in some Brad videos over the years, but I didn't write Brad and I didn't fire up stream and I didn't fire up a video and go paste this guy's, you know, knock the living hell out of him. I accepted what he said. I thought about it and I thought about the truthfulness of it and I moved on in life and tried to take measures to improve myself. And in 2021, I'm not happy about the state of the world, but I'm happy about where I am with friendships and other people at this point on YouTube. Will you become a non-masker? See, Robbins, I think that I will continue to wear my mask. It will probably be a requirement. And for the sake of immunities and other things, I don't want to get in a situation where I'm the standout person, which is like the inverse of when I went to Vegas in May of last year, 2 months after Vegas shut down. It was a ghost town. Remember the videos I did? It was hot as hell. And when I wore a mask on Fremont Street, the couple hundred people, that maybe 150 people that were there on Fremont Street, it was dead, scary. Fremont Street was actually closed. But to walk around the streets, even when I came back in July and Fremont Street had reopened again, a lot of people didn't have masks on. And it was kind of the rare person that had a mask. Even police didn't wear a mask back then. And people were kind of laughing at me like I was a dork for walking around with a mask on when they didn't have a mask on. Well, fast forward, here we are. I would kind of feel uncomfortable going maskless because I might be a target of criticism and other things, and I don't want to have to kind of validate. Uh, you should be immortal. Oh, Steve C. Respect to you too, Dreamcatcher. And I just wanted to put my message out. I like so many people in here, and I want to give a shout out to Boris, Cataract Killers on here. Lindy Zoloft had done a update today. I did leave a comment on it. Here's a member of the Boy that probably came within a razor's edge of maybe not making it. And say what you will about Cataract Killers. He's been he's OG like I am. Okay, he was probably a couple months behind me or whatever, coming in from the prepper community or whatever. But he's a significant voice in the community, and I know for a while there in early winter he was battling, it sounded like a respiratory infection. The good news is, according to Lindy, he is on the right side of improvement now. I hope to God he doesn't get the COVID or something like that in a very weakened condition. But please remember him in your thoughts and prayers. Say what you like. He speaks his mind. You may not agree with everything that he says, but do give him credit for being a stand-up person and just at least voicing the things that he feels and giving voice to them. And he's obviously a survivor here, so I hope that you will remember him in your thoughts and prayers. Oh, sorry to bring him up again, but I thought he got his channel canceled. He's speaking through Facebook, and people like some people are putting up his uploading those live streams, which I don't care about. I'm a believer everybody should have a voice, and then when you start to screw with me and malicious things, and don't talk about family after what you put my family through, okay? With a lot of your nonsense, that's a real sore point with me. Yeah, they because of my antics and other things, they've had harassment for years here on YouTube to the point of just utter numbness down here, and a lot of that stemmed from trying to be a friend to you. So don't talk to me about family and all that. She put they should issue an ID you can wear saying you've been vaccinated. I don't know. I mean, I have a vaccine card. I can flash a. They allow you to download something from the CDC. It's an official thing for your cell phone that you can your smartphone. Die. What's going on with I don't know. I don't know, Rich. I don't know. Blackbird was a bird of a different feather. So, that's my final word to tonight. Is you mind your business, I mind mine. Okay. Go do your drivel content. Go do your wash, rinse, repeat. Pat yourself on the back repeatedly about your views and things like that. Tell yourself what a star you are on YouTube and what a blessing it is for YouTube to have you back in the fold. But don't forget, don't be talking about me. On that note, I'm going to close out and wish all of you a good evening. I'm going to try to get some extra sleep tonight. Thank you to my wonderful moderators. Thanks to those of you for your wonderful super chats and things tonight. And thank you for listening to my messages this evening. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. If you have not hit that thumbs up button and you did enjoy tonight's message, which I think was from the heart and honest, I ask you to just take a moment on the way out and hit that thumbs up button and enjoy. Enjoy. I'm feeling pretty good, Jody. I'm feeling about 92.66%. Thank you, Scottish, and all my moderators, and have yourselves a wonderful